When you learn how to get into the state of mind that the question is not are you worthy of your goals, but the question is are your goals worthy of you, you're good. As long as you have any doubts about your worth, you will be unsecure. Unsecure whatever you have, because many are chasing symbols. Symbols are agency power. Agency power which comes from the amount of money you earned, your title, your place in society, your house, your car, your relationship, everything that is outside. Agency power doesn't brings fulfillment. Fulfillment only comes from true power, self power. Self power is feeling safe, protected wherever you are, and no matter what you do or do not have. Happiness comes from experiences, fulfillment comes from giving. So, whatever you know, whatever you learn, it's your duty to share, to help someone else. And when you're doing it from no expectations, from your heart, then everything you need is drawn to you magnetically. It's like you become the most powerful magnet for all that you ever seeked, even more. Because very often we're not aware what are we worthy of because of our limited beliefs, which we picked up when we were very young. So we were programmed to play little. What you seek is seeking you. And when you learn to feel, to go through life through feeling, not through thinking, you notice signs everywhere. You're not bamboozled with what others are telling you, because through all your life you will have many naysayers, very often those who are very close to you will doubt, will try to find all the reasons why you can't or can do something. That's not because they hate you or doubt in you. That's simply because they want to protect you from failure, from hurt, from disappointment. Let them speak, but always have in the back of your mind that that's not your belief system. That's what they believe in. So, for example, if you are dreaming to become a famous artist and your friends or family are telling you that that's impossible, know that you don't have to believe in what they are believing. So, all of us have our own belief systems, and according to those belief systems, we are witnessing different realities. What do you need for accomplishing your dream, whatever that dream is? You need mindset, you need skill set, and you need action set. Without one of these three, you can't do anything. So, whatever you want to attract, what we have in the word attraction, action. So, without needed action, you will end up only in daydreaming. Be bold, be brave. Know that every challenge is only one step closer to whatever you want. So don't quit easy. Never quit. Never quit. Be immune to criticism, be immune to flattery. Know that you are not beneath no one, and you're not superior to no one. And face everything fearlessly. You have to be fearless. Fear is, anyways, only emotion. What are emotions? We all know. Emotions are energy in motion. Emotions are something that we are feeding with our thoughts. So your thoughts are food for your emotion. Know how to stop your resistance before momentum. Learn how to stop resistance before momentum. Release all emotions based on fear. Everything we ever wanted, everything we ever needed was because we thought that we will feel awesome in having those things. But if you don't know how to acquire good feeling without having anything, then you will be miserable with everything you accomplish, because ego has funny way to play with our mind. For example, have you set goal to buy a certain car, and after a while you manage to bought that car or house or whatever. You will be happy that day, even half day, and then your ego will say, what about next level? That's why that saying goes, every level next devil. Every level requires new you, and ego always wants more and more and more and more. And that is that agency power about which I speaked earlier. That's why you have many successful, famous people who committed suicide or are in all kinds of addictions, because when time passed and they accomplished some of their desires, they realized that that's not what they wanted, because in all those things there is no trace of true self power, which comes only from the inside. Inside power is knowing how to suit yourself, knowing how to accomplish the alignment without external sources. So it's like you started your day, you just woke up, you promised yourself that you won't think something that bothered you yesterday, for example, and you catch yourself that that thought jumped on replay immediately as you opened your eyes. So it's important to know how to switch and to change on better feeling thought. So whatever bothers you is upstream thought, whatever is suiting you is downstream thought. Like when you are searching on a radio station, your thoughts are right like radio station. If it makes noise and there is no music, you're torturing yourself. So find the way to tune yourself. Fine tuning. Don't bother yourself. Don't victimize yourself with thoughts that doesn't serve you. 99% of what people are thinking are repetitive thoughts, worries, and most of them, all of them, almost all of them never happen. So please stop torture yourself. Use your memories. Don't let your memories use you. What's the difference with using your memories versus your memories using you? Whatever you are thinking of from your past, for example, never relive it. Don't never reliving those experiences. You can only afford to yourself to review those experiences because reliving will only victimize you. You are not your experiences, so why would you afford that luxury to yourself to be bothered or tortured with something that happened 20 years ago? We all came here with very, very strong and powerful tool. It is here, but unfortunately, many people don't how to use it, and they end up uh, all day, every day with the same way of thinking. So learn to release all fears, learn to trust that you are guided, protected, safe. Sometimes your biggest wish unfulfilled is the biggest blessing you could experience. As I said many, many times, we don't even know how worthy we are, and we settle for less than the best. It's not the question, are we worthy of our goals? The question is, are our goals worthy of us? So, whatever you want to change, you will change it with repetition. So, for example, if you had the thought pattern that you're not worthy enough, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you have to repeat reversed. You are good enough, you're smart enough, you're worthy enough. And as like we are when we are learning how to write, so everything we learned through repetition. How to drive, how to write. So it's the same with the thought patterns. Wake up every morning with the attention and intention to have joyful, energetic body, loving compassion at heart, reflective, alert mind, and lightness of being. When you're lightness of being, that's when you become playground channel for all the higher power, for source, for whole universe to express through you. Like when you're observing some greatest artists and you see how they go with the flow. So they are in the flow. They are not trying to uh, play instrument. They are not trying to do the piece of art. They are just in the state of flow, of ease. And that is why they are all so great. Everyone have something to give, and by giving what you have, you become immortal. Ask yourself, do you want to be creator or consumer? And number one rule for all creators is to give what they have got.